this is very tailor-made to whatever organization we're talking about. But I will try to put this in some kind of, let's say, basic principles. They're basically, when we talk about this mindset and how we're seeing this environment, I think that's a great case study. These are both two authors, and I like to mention here for all the others, for the whole audience and experts and companies out there, the work, extensive work of James Carsey and Simon Sinek, right? They all talk about infinite and finite game mindset.
Right.
For the companies, the work on James Carsey, it's a bit psychological, a bit heavy to read, to understand, but I really do recommend Simon Sinek on his work, not the motivational speeches that he's doing. He's perfectly he's a perfect person. You can see many different things, but I like you to search for those specific things that he's talking about, the business mindset, how you can see the things, and that it's exactly connected to the rule number 1, know your environment, which is if you accept your mindset that you are there to win, right? Probably in the business, you can win for small things or whatever the win means. You have to define what is the winning and losing for that particular thing, right? So you have to be there. But winning the business itself, it's impossible, because business was long before all our companies exist, and it will stay there for a long time, which is it's an infinite game. So we have to play this game in a manner to be in the game all the time, which is for the companies, go back to the rule number 1. So first, they have to recognize the conditions in what they're playing. Second, they have to recognize the actors who are involved, the critical actors who are involved in that certain conditions that they play this game. The third one, they have to understand the influences or mutual relationship between those actors. And then they have to add how those mutual relationship between the actors are influencing the conditions. So those are the basic principles how you can understand what's happening around you in order to be in this infinite game, which is business, right? Too many companies are dying. There are too many successful companies. Sometimes they're successful, sometimes they're not, right? But they're all in the business, which is the area that we are working, whether we like it or not, it's an infinite game. So that never ends. Everything is up to us. What kind of attitude, what kind of mindset you will approach to that particular business. So to stay in that business, you cannot win. There is no winners and losers. You can earn. Every single of us, we're earning money. If we're good in this infinite game on the business, we have secure ourselves for constantly earning the benefit, whatever the benefits are, or whatever the earning is at the moment, right? I'm just generalizing things. But if we're there just to win, maybe you can win, for example, I don't know, $10-20 million, right? For some companies that they don't even want to discuss for 10-20 millions, right? So there's kind of many different ways for every single individual has to, or organization, they have to define what they want to win. Sometimes for the companies who are winning, okay, let's use this word winning for in a general broader term, but they invest in the people are assets with their expertise who bring them constantly a profit. So that's an infinite mindset. So they are constantly finding an asset who can bring them a benefit or profit, which is connected to the individuals who hold the expertise to understand the environment, to understand the people, to understand the market, to understand whatever whatever the case might be, right? So they invest there. Why? And they're making a solid, and they're building trust in the team so they can stay in the game as long as it's possible, because that only secures the income or the benefit. The win, it's not like it's a very short term, but this is a caveat. We have to understand that we have to have a goals that we also call them short-term wins in order to stay in the game. Because if you don't recognize those short-term wins,
yeah,
and
sure,
you have to set them,
measure the
set
game.
them up. Exactly, you will lose yourself in the game, or you will not understand and then not understand the conditions. But the most important thing, you will lose the trust of your team, who will bring the let's say the infinite profit, because this is what we're here, in the business for, constantly getting the profit, not for one time, not for one short deal. So we're there for constantly winning, let's say constantly gaining the benefit, money, influence, whatever the case might be. I don't know, I'm just generalizing.
Sure.
That's more or less what it is. So that's kind of, yes, short-term wins, but that doesn't mean that you're a finite player, that you want to win now at the game and that's it, you're done.